I know you talked a lot about with Angel, like, it's not just her numbers, it's like the intangibles that she does. Like, can you just talk about the joy of coaching somebody like that, and also just like the value that it gives you as a coach to be able to use all of that?
For sure. It allows you, just from a schematic standpoint, it allows you to be a little more creative with your schemes offensively and defensively, to have a player not just of her caliber, but with her versatility. And then it's fun coaching her because she's realizing each day what she can bring, and it's there's so much talent, both tapped and untapped, there that it's cool being a part of it and seeing her realize it in real time. And so there's different areas of her game that she's expanded this year, and that we've been able to highlight within the the scheme of what we're doing, and it's been great to watch. I think the growth has been clear to see for everyone, both with us, who are able to work with her every day, and then from the outside in as well. So it's a testament to her hard work, and a testament to her, again, willingness to be coached, to be a great teammate.
I feel like one word that comes to mind for her is just like her energy and her motor. And I think on the broadcast last night for the Valkyries game, or I think it was some game, they were talking about how just like rebounding gives you energy. Like that's just like what it gives you. Can you just like talk a little bit about that? Like, why is rebounding something that's so like motivating for a team to have?
Yeah, I mean, I think defensive rebounds are kind of self-explanatory, but the offensive rebounds certainly add a different aspect to that as well, and just it's able to create more possessions from an offensive standpoint. It's deflating for a defense when you give them up, and so we thrive off of them, and Angel thrives off of them, and so it's part skill and part just an innate ability to track down the ball and put yourself in good positioning. And a lot of times it hasn't mattered if there's been multiple players trying to box her out. She's still able to find ways to establish that position and come down with the rebounds. And our team knows how dynamic of a rebounder that she is on both ends. I think it's been we all know how great of an offensive rebounder she has been and is. But it's been great to see her pursue on the defensive glass as well, because those are just as important.
Coach, just wanted to ask you, what makes Nafisa such a tough cover, just in your opinion?
I think it's her ability to play at all three levels, as well as get to the free throw line. So she's a smart player. She plays quickly. She doesn't get sped up or play out of rhythm, and so that comes with growth and experience. And so along with her skill set, she's able to handle, she's able to shoot, she's able to finish. Her footwork is great inside, and so she's just an all-around tough matchup for the league.
And so I've asked you a couple times just about some of the ways that the team has handled like pressure and whatnot, and obviously the leaks that they definitely get into teams. Just what are some of the things that you've just seen that your team has kind of improved upon the last couple of weeks that'll prepare you for the matchup?
Yeah, I think just our poise in handling that pressure is something that that we tried to harp on, and that I think we've grown in the last few games. I think our ability to screen is something that continues to have to continue to evolve for us, especially when handling pressure and being able to free our guards to get downhill and things of that nature. And then again, I think it's just our willingness and our understanding of how important it is to protect the ball to allow us to have more opportunities on the offensive end. And so when we've done that, we've been able to play in the 80s and 90s at times from a score standpoint. And so a lot of that just comes with the amount of possessions that we're able to maximize from the offensive end, and that starts with taking care of the ball.
Transition defense, obviously I know that was something in the Sparks game that you guys made some strides in. Is that something in practice this week that you guys kind of were honing in on a bit?
Definitely. Minnesota thrives in transition as well. I think they're third in the league in transition in fast break points, and so their ability to not just play at their pace, but also to spread you out and to kick into advance to shooters and early paint touches where they're able to move the ball. Like they thrive off of that, and so we got to have great possessions from an offensive standpoint. Our shot selection is crucial. Our ability to take care of the ball so that we can get back and force them to play against our set defense in the half court.
I just had a couple last ones on Angel. I feel like you've kind of been running like an experiment with her to see how her versatility can be used and how the team can play through her. Do you feel like that experiment like is validated and you're like, this is the future?
Well, I think in some ways I think that it's part of what the vision was from day one, and I think that some people can get lost in that. It's not something that's going to be a picture perfect thing from the start. It's a process. It's a process of us communicating that vision to Angel, for Angel being receptive of it and being able to carry that out, and then how it works in the grand scheme of the team as well. And so, but yeah, when coming into this job, I mean, I don't know how much more film I could have watched on Angel, and from days back in Maryland to LSU and even in high school, of her ability to be in these different positions that you're seeing her in now. And that's always been the goal, is to maximize her versatility and her skill set, and to fit it in the framework of who we want to be as a team.
Last one for you. She has acknowledged at the beginning of the season was a bit of a struggle, just like finishing around the room and adapting to her role. And she's an all-star. I think we can say it now. It's 11 a.m.
Is she?
Yeah.
Should be. She should be. She should be.
I feel like there's some beauty in that, like achievement through the struggle.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think we still got to remember she's 23 years old. She's in her second year, so and the growth that she's made from year 1 to year 2 has been great. But also, like, there's so much more room for improvement. There's so much growth that has happened, and she's deservedly so in the talks of being an all-star. It's out. Great. Okay. All right, now I can get that pressure off my back. Yeah. Yeah.
He's good.
Rightfully so. She's an all-star.
He's like a politician.
To the T.
You know what? I love that. Thank you.
No, rightfully so. She's she deserves it. She has again shown how prolific she can be on both ends of the floor, and she's earned that right to be amongst the best in the league, and so we're all happy and proud for her for that achievement, and yeah.
Thank you, Coach.
Asked you earlier in the week about Camila and just the play over in the America Cup. The game yesterday, I know she only played 16 minutes, but just the way that she's playing against the double teams, like, how are you, like, just pleased with that, just as, her returning?
Good, because I think that it's gonna, that's stuff that translates over to when she comes back with us. So it's great to see her playing well, her being dominant over there, and her team, is translating into wins over there for her team, her national team. And so I know she's having a great time over there. I know she's excited to get back. We're excited to have her back, and we've just been holding it down for her until she remains. But we've been in constant, communication and contact with her. But no, we're proud to see what she's doing over there.
All right, thank you.